Good afternoon, it's Tom Bentley here from the TB Yacht Broker YouTube channel. I've finally got some fantastic sunlight to be able to show you a brand new stock 76 yacht that we have just out the back of my office here now. So apologies if that sun is getting in the way of this shot, but I'm just going to do a good whole walk down the side of this boat. 76 yacht, obviously replacement of the older 75. And what a successful Sunseeker model this has been. Some key aspects to that, one of those being a very flat one level saloon, and we'll see that when we get into the interior in just 1 second. But lots and lots of open space down below. A lot of freestanding furniture going on the interior of the saloon, and some really key design aspects taken off of some very successful models that we had in the past, such as the 28 metre. We'll see that when we get up onto the foredeck area just here. Now this boat has been spec'd with the V12 MAN 1550s. We'll see that when we jump into the engine room in just a second. But I do want to draw your attention to a piece while we're just out here on the outside, is the gloss black hardtop. Quite a popular option for quite a lot of people at the minute, breaking up that white colour all the way as it goes up the side. You can actually see as I'm stood here, we've got a 28 yacht 86 and also the new Manhattan 68 over there as well, and all of them have got gloss black hardtops on them. So quite a popular option at the minute. Now as I walk back down here, I know I mention it quite a lot in my videos, but the natural light that just floods into these windows here. As I walk alongside those windows in a minute, you'll see that those windows are way taller than I am when I'm walking along the side. So the natural light inside this thing is absolutely phenomenal. You can also see while we're here, the gunnels have been cut away. So you can see the kind of the slope as they come down. And as I step back a little bit, you can see they've been cut away. And the reason for that is obviously to get the length of the window in. So when you're outside, it's an uninterrupted view looking out onto the water, which is a really great feature. Walking back along the side of the boat, here we've got a little door just up here onto the side deck. Usually more of an American market thing, but does feature quite a lot in this size of boat. And then we come to the stern. It's quite windy here again today in Poole, so apologies for the wind across the microphone. But we've got a high-low platform here at the back. Obviously you could put probably up to a Williams 395 jet tender on the back there and still have plenty of room to walk around. I've purposely left some of the pieces open at the back so we can have a good look. But just before I step onto the high-low platform, I'll just show you, obviously we've got one of those little cleats there again that you can drop the tender onto once you've anchored up and you're on the hook. So this boat is featured with the Beach Club package, and that features the rain shower coming out of this door here, so that door folds down when the boat is going along. There's a nice big storage unit just up here for fenders and lines and other bits, and as part of the Beach Club package you also get this as a fold down seat, which has obviously got a cushion on it either side and some cup holders in the middle, and also a nice big fold down grille here as well, preparation area and some cup holders just over there. So that is all part of the Beach Club package there, the shower, the grille and the fold down seat. And the storage area is standard, of course, on the boat. Now coming round to the right hand side of the boat, starboard side hand of the boat, we've got the entry into the crew cabin. So coming around this side, I'm just going to kick my shoes off because it's nice and carpeted in there. We come down into the crew cabin. Now the crew have obviously got their own separate facilities, so full toilet, sink obviously and shower around this side. And coming back into the main area, they've got a little TV up here which they can also replicate some of the engine controls up onto this TV just here. There is a window behind that shade just up underneath there, and this piece here can actually be a couch but also be substituted for another bunk. So there is actually space for 4 people down in this crew cabin, because over here we have a double and then a single above as well. So there is potentially space for 4 people down in this crew. Over on this side we've got a tumble dryer and also a washing machine just down here as well, and loads of handy storage for the crew as well, so 4 hanging height in there. They've also got access to the Sonos system that's built into the boat, and obviously Fusion head controls just there as well. Another storage piece over here and up underneath here for the crew. But obviously, I know you guys are excited in getting into this engine room. So this boat has been spec'd with a separate entrance in via the crew cabin. There is an upper deck entrance as well into the crew. So in we come. And as I mentioned, has been spec'd with the MAN 1550 V12 engines. And what beasts they are. Look at those. So just having a good look around the engine room here. What I can tell you is that everything, absolutely everything, because a lot of this is done in-house, is all labelled, is all routed properly. So you can see the yellow tape bits that are just up here. To give you another example of this, if I just open one of these fuse boxes, you can just see here, every single thing is labelled up to the hilt. And that's because obviously the bigger these things get, the more complicated sometimes they get in order to work. Twin gen set just over here, and this boat has been fitted with the Vector Thin Sleipner hull stabilisation system as well, so you'll see the top boxes of those over there as well. So very clean, very tidy. There's the exit or entrance up into the cockpit area. So I say extremely clean, extremely tidy engine room, and plenty of room for an engineer to be able to work around as well. So walking back out of the crew, I'm going to come up on the port hand side simply because I want to just show you where the passerelle is. So passerelle comes out of this top step here, so you've got 4 metre extendable platform, platform that comes out of there. Again, LED deck lights that go all the way up the side of the stairs. They'll continue all the way forward as well and go all the way up to the foredeck. If I just pop my shoes down there, we then get to look at this wonderful cockpit area. So LED lighting all in the tops here, as well as obviously speakers just up the top just there. We've got a module over here that contains fridge, ice maker, and a little bin storage just in there, and obviously the stairs up to the flybridge, which we'll go and have a look at in just a second. Really lovely big seating group here at the back, which obviously is a leafed table, so I can lift those up and down. So nice big seating group up there, and then you've got the inclusion of this just here as well. Now, this is an option. You can have a couple of different ideas just here, but the main option that I see a lot of people going for is this freestanding furniture. This piece here, the sofa that's just in there, and the sofa up there over on the right hand side, and obviously the little ottoman just there in front, is all freestanding furniture. So if you wanted to do your own thing with it, you could purposely move in your own couches, move in various different materials, etc, etc. So none of that is moulded in as well. There is an option to put a third helm station in this piece here, so this piece folds down and you can put a third helm station in there as well. Coming into this saloon, as you can see, this boat has been spec'd with a walnut gloss colour. So just having a good look around the saloon, as you can see, huge windows down the side of this boat. TV comes out of a fallen rise just up behind that couch just over there. And then we've got seating for 8 around this dining table just there as well. And as you can see, what I was talking about before, you see how those gunnels really cut away to enable you to have a completely uninterrupted view out onto the water just there. Into the galley, and again the galley on various 76 models, you can have lots of different specs too. So this is the completely open galley at the minute, but you could have a wall that would come out from here to the end here just to block some of that off, or you can completely enclose the galley as well. There is an option to put the galley downstairs if you so wished, but most 76s I've seen on the market come in this here as well. So in the galley The one thing I'm just going to show you just there at the end, I was just finding the button. If you look at that piece of glass that I just walked past, by pressing this light button to my left, I can turn that window, pass an electronic current through it, and actually make that a lot less see-through there. So if you did want some privacy into the galley, you can change that. So actually into the galley itself, we've got some wonderful fridge and freezer space down below there as well. 4-ring burner, combi oven, microwave and oven as well, obviously. You've got a window out here which will open, so you will have all of the kind of smells, albeit good smells, coming out of the kitchen straight through that window. We've got a full-size dishwasher, loads and loads of storage all behind here, and also a 20-bottle wine cooler up underneath the counter just here as well. And of course your Sunseeker crockery all built in here as well. So loads and loads of serving space, loads of bench space at the top here as well. Coming up to the business end, we've got a really nice seating group just up here, and then of course the helm area. Now you've got 3 Simrad screens at the top here. This one tends to stay on the Sunseeker CMate system, so up here we can see absolutely every piece of information we need to see. Set alarms, we can see obviously all of the tanks, any voltage controls, AC and DC metering can all come in through this unit here, and then it tends to be that you have your navigation and other pieces up here. Obviously your engine management controls just there, autopilot, Sleipner bow and stern thruster just here, down here, obviously with proportional control, but this boat has also been spec'd with the Aventix joystick that marries in with the MAN engines. So obviously if you wanted to drive the whole boat sidewards, horizontally for sake of example, I could just push that across and the whole boat would move horizontally sidewards like this. Now again, that's all proportional. It works off using the thrusters when it needs to, but also works off using the engines when it needs to as well. So it's all proportional. So the harder you push it, the harder it works. You could also potentially turn the boat in its own length just by twisting the top here as well. So a really useful piece of kit for when you're parking the boat. And just a good look back down the saloon just while we're up here. You can see what I mean by all one level. That all stays all the way through to the outside cockpit area. Coming down the stair group now, one of the big improvements from the older 75 yacht. The older 75 yacht, this was a spiral staircase down and was a little bit cramped on the shoulders, so actually coming down onto this, you can see how it's all nicely squared up and really nicely open. Understair lighting and little bits of lighting like sat behind here as well really make some lovely features, and the different textures here. We've got a piece of timber here against a piece of leather against another piece of timber. The stairs that I've just walked down, there is a nice big storage unit up underneath there as well. So always trying to think of where we can put more storage in the boat. So for sake of example, just in here, so perfect for sheets and towels and various other bits. I'm going to leave the master till the end of the tour, as obviously that's the most beautiful room. But coming into this corridor, we turn right into the VIP guest, I would say. So a double bed just in here. You've got a little vanity closet just underneath there, and also a nice big storage unit in through there. And again, Sonos machine control just down the bottom there. And again, lots of natural light coming in through those windows. All of the bedrooms in here have en suites. This is the only bedroom that will have the Jack and Jill system into the bathroom. So now obviously in the cabin, I can come into the bathroom this way through that cabin. And this is the only bathroom that would really specify as a day head as well. So you've got a towel rail, electronic towel rail just up there on the right hand side. Nice big sinks and some really lovely colours up here on the sinks, and of course full height shower in here. And now if I come outside of this door, I'm back into the corridor. So that's the only bathroom that features a Jack and Jill system for a day head. On my left, port hand side of the boat, I'm then into the twin. But the twin does have the rails down here on the floor, as you can see, which will make this into an occasional double. So you could have 2 doubles on this side as well. So it gives you the flexibility of really what you want. And if I come round, obviously we've got a TV just here. Again, plenty of storage. And then I've got my own ensuite for this bathroom. Again, towel rail, full height shower. Moving across to the VIP. We're now obviously in the forward part of the boat. So walking in, as you can see, ample amounts of storage. All of this, everything up the top there is all storage as well. Again, I've got a nice little vanity closet with a stool just here. And that's the bedroom and bed just there. And a nice big TV just here. I'm now going to walk back down the boat to, of course, the master. So into the master, and this master really does give you an absolute wow factor. If I just pan around there for you so you can get a good look. Huge amounts of space in here. Huge amounts of window space. This is a really lovely area down here. We've got some really nice leather inlay on the tops. If I just bring that up there and just bring this stool out, you can see how that would just be such a lovely area to sit at. And a full height mirror behind the door there as well. Past the TV, Sonos soundbar at the top here. And we've got this really lovely working area as well, right up against that window. So you could sit there with a laptop quite happily, the morning papers, glass of coffee. Perfect. And then we come through into almost a walk-in wardrobe. It's a bit of a hybrid of a walk-in wardrobe, this. So again, we've got loads of storage, all the bar heaters that you can see that we use to keep the boats warm over the winter. There's a safe in here. Again, loads and loads of storage in there. And the reason I said this was a bit of a hybrid walk-in wardrobe because it actually feeds into the master ensuite. So if we walk into the master ensuite here, we've actually got his and her sinks. Lovely amounts of mirror space. Obviously, towel heater up there and a fantastically big shower. So that's the accommodation sorted. And this boat has been very, very highly spec'd. So we've got a full Platinum Med specification on this boat. We've got a full navigation upgrade on this boat. I've already pointed out the pieces of Sonos that will come in with the AV upgrade on this boat as well. We've already seen the fridge and freezers, the ice makers that are over here on the left-hand side. So a massive, massive specification and the bigger engine option as well. So coming up onto the flybridge. Now again, because we're a bit suspect with the weather here at the minute in pool, I haven't got all the cushions out. So as you can see, I've just piled those up on the table there while I was just doing a bit of a walk around. Usually they'd be kept in the bedrooms downstairs during the winter, but there's a huge, huge big table up underneath this. That's what they're all sat on at the minute, with a massive, great big wraparound seating group just here. Usually on these boats, we tend to leave this area to the owner's discretion. So you could have an additional sun pad area that comes out over here. Some owners do put a crane up here with a jet ski. This is strong enough to have a hot tub, a spa hot tub up the top here as well. And just while we're up here, we can have a great look at that gloss black hardtop. I really like the gloss black hardtops. I think it makes a fantastic change to the white hardtops that we've seen of previous years, and really breaks up the kind of the white going up the side of the boat. That includes the radar chair and obviously the radar and lights and stuff at the top there. Now there is an extendable canopy that comes out of this piece here, so that will cover the area that I've just walked over. You can see the sub just down there, and also nice big speakers over here. With the serving area wet bar option, you've got the option of having a nice little raised bar just here. I have seen a couple of people put stools, mounted stools into this area just here. Another grill, nice big top loading fridge just there, or kind of ice holder. Another fridge for your food just down there. ice maker, and some more storage up underneath here. So perfect for someone to come on the boat and serve, or to cook for yourself from here as well, in a really lovely surrounding. Now we've got a few of the seats up under cover here at the minute, but you've got this dropping coffee table, and the reason that drops all the way down is because there's a big infill cushion that sits in here to make this area here a nice big sun pad area. And as you can see just here, there's a folding backrest, so this will sit up like so, and that you've got a folding backrest just like you would have on a deck chair. Same helm area as what we've seen downstairs. And a quick look around this piece here, and we're just going to run downstairs and go and have a look at the foredeck. Now the foredeck, just going to put my shoes on because it's a bit wet up the top. The foredeck area was actually taken off of the old 28 metre design that we had before. 28 metre for us is a fantastically popular boat. So as I'm walking along, I promised I'd show you how big these windows are. So as I get to this point here, so these windows are right up over the top of my head. So lots and lots of natural light. Only one little step as we get up to the foredeck. And here we are. So we've got a big wraparound seating group just under here. There's a bimini that sits in behind all of this and comes up over the top of this to create shade around this area. Some nice big storage bins just down here on the right hand side, and some cup holders. A split sunbed arrangement up here at the top, and where those holes are you have seated backrests that you saw up on the flybridge bolt into there. Big storage lockers, you can see the doors for them just up underneath here as well. And if I walk around this side, you can see on either side, that side and that side, there's actually little fridges up here as well, which you could store a few drinks into. Coming forward, two big anchor lockers either side, again for fenders and storage, up on the windlass just there. And then a great view of looking back down the boat from here. So some fantastic lounging areas up the top here. So this really becomes a very multi-purpose boat. There's lots and lots of different areas you can socialise and have, hopefully in the near future, lots of people on board. So this boat is available. It is currently sat at the back of my office in Poole. You can contact me on 07931 418 367, or you can email me directly on tom.bentley@sunseekerpool.com, and I'll send you the full specification as well as the 3D walkthrough that I've just finished up doing on the boat here as well.